It's going to be a bamboo hat jewelry box. And this came out from a challenge from Jess Caldwell from Hawaii, that she sent me a photo of something that it's wood or ceramic and looks like a bamboo but made out of glass and some more things. And he said, can you do something with wood and bamboo and some resin? And I said, I think it's a great idea and I will try. So that is the challenge, and I tried, and I hope that Jess loves this one. I love this project. It was a fun project, few new elements, and let's go. First of all, the wood is cedar. It's a plank of cedar, square, not easy wood to work with, but for this project I decided to use some wood with no many features, and the features I'll do myself. You saw me here, first of all, squaring the wood, making a tenon, and now I'm creating the lines of the shape that I'm going to do, and I'm going to take some of the wood out. Be patient, you'll see just now why I'm doing it. Now, if you didn't subscribe to my channel, now that is the right time. That is a great time to subscribe. Press the bell so you will know when I'm putting a new video, and put some remarks, comments at the bottom. I'll come back to you on those comments all the time. I'm using hot gun glue to glue a piece of plastic around the groove that I made, and you will see just now why. It's hot and it's burning my fingers, so I put a tape over there, and then I put hot gun glue around it, and just for the safe side I put some tape around it, so I don't want to have any leaks. Now here you'll see something different that I'm doing is the resin I'm putting is got a tint of green inside, but I overmixed it for a long time, so I created a lot of bubbles. And I hope that the bubbles will stay and will not disappear, because I want some bubbles in this project. If I didn't want bubbles, I'll put it in a pressure pot, or I'll put the resin first in a vacuum and I'll take the bubbles away. But I worked very hard on those bubbles, and when we finish, the bubbles are still there. So I'm quite happy with it. And now I'm going to take the rubber, the hot gun glue off, so it will be easier to remove the plastic guard that was actually the vessel. First I'll square it, and then you'll see that I'm doing another groove. And you'll understand just now why. If you stick around, you'll understand why I'm doing the second groove. Because I've done one groove, I folded up with resin, now I'm doing another groove. Be patient. Let me know if you like this idea. I'll keep you in suspense. Excuse the pun. You'll see now why I'm saying it. I'm going to suspend something in the resin. So stick around, have a look. Let me know if you like this technique. What else I'm doing is that first I'm sandpaper it so it will be smooth and clean. But now every corner I'm just smoothing it down a little bit, because I found out I've done some tests after I had the cracks in the other jewelry box. Is I found 3 reasons for that could happen. One is that the metal, the sharp edges of the metal. Some people told me that maybe I had to take out. Here I'm cutting some pieces of bamboo. You will see just now what I'm doing with it. And the other one is that sharp edges causes the crack. I cut pieces of bamboo, and now I'm cutting them into half, and you will see now what I'm going to do with it. So let me go back to the crack. So there is 3 options. One, of course, moist. The other one is very sharp corners, and the third one is the internal moist of the metal, and that could be the reasons. But I spoke to the a resin guy, and he says to me, if there is sharp corners, there is a big chance that it will crack. I'm putting pieces of bamboo that will sit on the new groove that I made. You will see that I didn't took the groove all the way, and I removed totally from the sides the resin, so there is some resin on the side. Also, give it a spin to see that everything is tight, and let's do exactly the same thing like we done before with the resin. My voice is not 100% back from the corona. It wasn't so bad this I was sick with corona, but it wasn't so bad with, I was sick with COVID. It wasn't so bad. You can see here that it's a little bit greenish, and again, you will see in the resin that I really overmixed it, so it will be some bubbles. Fill it up all the way and leave it overnight. The next day, we'll do exactly the same thing. We will remove everything, and we'll start doing the shape that I wanted to get to. You too, if you have an idea or a challenge for me that you want me to try, and I'll see that that is really a challenge, I'll try and do it. I promise you I'll try and do it. You can send me the challenge on my Facebook page. You can send me a message, and I'll come back to you. I'll let you know if I'm going to do it or not, and if it's a good idea or not. Give me a try. We'll see. I love the parting tool from Blackline. It cuts like butter. Really, it does cut like butter. Now we're going to draw the inner diameter of the box, and only after that I'll finish it with the carbide tools. The idea is to get all the way to the resin. So what it will do is you'll have resin in the front, resin in the back, and you'll have the bamboo, the half of bamboos suspended in resin. It like they're suspended in the air. That was the idea that I was planning to go for. Only time will tell if it worked or not, and you will tell me if you liked it or not. You will let me know if it's a good project or not. I hope that Jess is watching this video. I'll let her know, and I would like to see what she says. The reason why I'm using a glove here is because I've got glued on the glove scotch, so I can hold my sandpaper. I'll use on this project. I'll go with this with sandpaper all the way to 600 on the wood, and then I'm going to do Yorkshire grid, and then I'm going to do Obishanjus. This seed, this piece of cedar that I've got, it doesn't have the nicest feature of them all, and it's not the nicest piece of wood. Tears very easy, and I'm doing the best I can with this piece of wood. You look at it it's okay, but it's not the reaction that you get from a Paduk or a wild olive or any other hardwood. I'm marking the base, the line of the base of the box, and now I'm going to part the box, and I'm going to be left with another piece that I'm going to use as the lid. First I'm cutting the step for the lid so it will close nicely, and then after it's been closed nicely, I will be able to do the outside also so it will match the box. And it sits perfect, and I'm very, very happy with it. And now I'm doing a line, and I'm start drilling every second step of the lathe. I'm drilling a hole. And you're asking yourself, why do I do that? Be patient, have a look, stay around, and you'll see why I'm doing that. I'm using first it was a pilot hole, and now I'm going to drill an 8mm hole, and you will see just now. It's such a South African just now, and it actually means in a second, in a minute, in an hour, in a week, something. Just now it means doesn't mean anything. It actually means in the nearest future. So just now you'll see what I'm doing with it. Now start shaping on the outside of the lid, and that will be the final shape. I made a groove into the depthness of the drills that I drilled before, and I'm going to cut on the outside of the rim so the grooves that I created of the drilling will be like grooves, not holes. And you will see in a second what's the idea that I've got behind it, and you will let me know if you like it or not. I'm using the gel, again the gel resin, because it's easier to work on something where you don't want it to leak and to run. The color of it, I made it as close I can to terracotta. I don't think I managed 100%. It came a little bit too yellowish, but that's how it looked like. Now I'm going to work it, and I'm going to finish the box. I put a piece of rubber over there so it will not damage the box if I got a catch, and I'll create the base. I'm going to make a place for my logo, and then I'm going to finish the job. I'm using the mini carbide tools from Blackline, and I'm going to use the sandpaper exactly the same like I did before, all the way to 600. Only here on the place where I've got the resin, I'm going to use water pads, water sandpaper pads. I'm not going to do polish, and then I'm going to finish it exactly the same thing. I'm going to finish it with Yorkshire grit and with Obishanjos. I'm going to cut now the bamboos of the lid, and I'm not going to cut them for exactly the same size. I'm going to make it one a little bit longer, one a little bit shorter, because it's not identical all over. And I hope you like it. I hope you like it, and it hits to what you want me to do or something similar. And guys, if you like my project, give it the thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers and have a good one.